Hello, welcome to the Indie Ocean. This is Eternum. I'm guessing Eternum is the pronunciation. Actually, as someone who knows a little medieval Latin, I think it's probably Aeternum, but Aeternum sounds more like the victory cry of an obsessive-compulsive vampire who's finally created his 100th offspring, rather than the title of an indie bullet hell shooter, which is what this is. So let's just press on so you can see for yourself. We're going to stick with normal difficulty because, frankly, that is destroying me enough as it is, without making things worse. Okay, there's no continue or save feature in this game. You start over from the beginning every time. And it's quite short, but it's also quite hard, so it kind of balances out. Okay, we've got a bit of quirky dialogue. It's intentionally quirky and a little bit surreal and off the wall, and what you think of that will depend on your taste, I suppose. I've heard opinions on both sides. Okay, so we're holding down X to shoot these cats in teacups, and they're dropping these red things, which we need to pick up. Which is all good. So far, so routine for a shooter, particularly a bullet hell. A couple of the other features you may recognise from some of the game's conspicuous influences, like Toho, is this. Holding down the right trigger in this case to slow down your movement and focus your fire a little bit more intently. So, that's all good. And like in many bullet hell shooters, moving slowly is actually the key to success. Okay, we've hit a mini-boss here, a bit more quirky dialogue. Yeah, the slow movement ability is actually the key to success because it's easier to dodge the hail of incoming bullets when you're moving quite slowly. So we'll see a little mini-boss fight here. We're shooting this octopus, basically, or squid, whatever it is. I think it's a squid. But Eternum does have some features of its own that it introduces here. One of them is the shield, which you've seen once already, maybe a couple of times, which you use like this, which uses up a bit of your power score up there in the top left. I think it uses 50 for one use of the shield. The other thing it introduces, well, the other major thing it introduces, is panic, which is also a shield, very much like that one, but it triggers automatically when you take a hit, like that, in fact, when you take a hit. So that acts as sort of a mitigation of damage. But that also means that your panic meter is the most valuable resource. New panic shields are quite difficult to earn, and you only get a very limited number of them, so basically once those are gone you die and then you lose all your power-ups and obviously enough deaths and it's all over. So, the question on everyone's lips, or mine at least, is Eternum any good? The answer is yes, but it's a qualified yes. I do enjoy the game, and I enjoy some of its music actually. Not this particular one so much. It's not bad, but it's not my favourite. My favourite is the title screen music. Anyway, that's beside the point. We've beaten our squid here, which sounds like a horrific euphemism, but it's not. I promise! I don't beat my squid on camera. Anyway, we'll press on towards the main boss of the level now. Yeah, I think if you like this sort of thing, if you like bullet hells, then Eternum is a good one. And I can't remember how much it is actually, but I'll stick it in the description box below. It might be 80 Microsoft points. It might be 240, I forget exactly. But you'll see if you read the description box. I'll look it up afterwards. But either way, if you like this sort of game, Eternum is a well-developed and affordable take on the type. My criticisms, such as they are that the dialogue, or the style of the dialogue, is pretty divisive. I can imagine fans of certain types of anime or manga enjoying the dialogue in this. It has quite a Japanese feel to it, and I believe that's intentional. But I can also imagine that it could rub some people the wrong way, so that might put some people off. And also, if you're not into bullet hells, or you lost a life there, or you're completely unfamiliar with them in general, this might not convert you. I mean, if you're not a big fan of bullet hells, then you're probably not going to be a fan of this. If you've never played a bullet hell, I don't know, it's not necessarily a bad place to start, but Eternum on the easiest setting is harder than the original Toho on the easiest setting, so that might actually be a better place to start if you're new to bullet hells, but otherwise it is quite a good bullet hell. It controls well, it's pretty well designed, it's absolutely bastard hard, but that's kind of what you expect from this type of game. Anyway, that'll do for my little introduction to Eternum. As usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you the next time for more game stuff. See you then.